Hello, dear ones. April 14, 2014. Greetings, dear ones. We come to you on the eve of this most auspicious moment in your time. It is a very exciting, powerful time indeed. Many of you have noticed the shift in energies, and we are here to confirm that what you are perceiving is true. This wave of energies that is aligned with the first of the eclipses will shift so many things in your reality, and will reveal much within you that will surprise and delight you. We will not go into the practical matters of what is happening celestially, for there are many other sources of that information. You may know now that our area of expertise, so to speak, is for each of you to tune into what you feel and what you know internally, for that is where the genesis of creation occurs. It is not so important for us to inform you about what planets are lining up in what formations. That is important from a practical perspective and is useful information from a certain point of view. However, what we wish to illuminate for you is what is occurring for you on an energetical level. You may ask us, what exactly is happening? Our answer to that would be, well, how much time have you got? There are 7 billion people on your lovely planet, so there are 7 billion answers that we could provide to you. We intend not to be cavalier with our answers, dear ones, however we remind you that nobody can define your experience but you. We have spoken to you before of belief and knowing. The beauty of beliefs is that they are only ever inherited or adopted, and therefore can easily be discarded when the decision is made to change what you believe. Belief is not real, belief is choice. That is to say that the only beliefs that are real are the ones that you choose to embrace and hold up as truth. Can you not think back to a time when you believed something with all of your heart that you now believe to be untrue? We judge not what your personal beliefs are, we only wish to remind you that beliefs are ephemeral and elusive. That is the very nature of all that exists externally to you. When all is said and done and the final tally is made, the only things that remain are love and light, which are essentially two sides of the same coin. Of course, there are many upon your planet who still say, but I can see this, and I can touch that, and I can smell that, so there are many things that are real. And we say to you again, do not rely upon what you see or hear or touch. It is more important than ever before to trust how you feel and to use your sense of discernment and the power of your heart center to know what to do and when to do it. For many upon this planet will feel the incoming energies and will go into fear. Many groups will use this opportunity to promote their personal agendas and to give answers that may not necessarily be aligned with the best and highest good for all. That is why we have come to you today. That is the point of our message. If you are reading this message, it is because you have achieved a level of vibration that houses an enormous amount of love and light. Whether or not you consciously are aware of it, your light is a beacon within pockets of darkness that will provide an unshakable source of stability for many upon the planet, who are only now waking up to a reality that is greater than what they have realized before. We have spoken before through these messages and through our scribe of how your physical vessels and your rational mind will often go into fear and defense when a new vibration is introduced. It is a natural response to anything unknown for the ego to step in and resume its role of protector and defender. We remind you, dear ones, that fear is a choice. Lower vibrational emotions and feelings are like the flotsam and jetsam that float within your oceans. They must be raised by the powers of the higher vibrations in order to be washed away. Do not get too locked into identifying with the lower frequencies. Just know that they are passing through your awareness so that you can consciously acknowledge and release them. Once they are gone, you will find that they are replaced by ever-increasing levels of love and light. The more powerful the energies, the deeper they will penetrate your being, and they will find corners of you that you thought were long lost. They will even bring up things that you have not remembered in this lifetime. We remind you, dear ones, that from our perspective, linear time is but an illusion and every moment past, present, and future is happening simultaneously. Just because you don't remember it from this lifetime doesn't mean you have not experienced it on some level. As we have told you before, dear ones, the opposite of love is fear. In order to attune your vibration to hold a greater amount of love, the fear must be removed. The only way to do this is to shower you with the energies that are designed to do so. The choice of course always remains for you to decide what to do with the energies, however the energies are coming regardless. Much like the sun will shine when it shines, you may choose to seek shelter and shade from it. However, that will not stop it from shining. The law of free will means that you get to decide what you do with what is presented to you. It does not mean that you live in a vacuum where nothing will occur. Choice is the power here. We also want to preemptively speak of expectation. We can feel it within you that many of you are expecting that you will awaken tomorrow to a world that has experienced dramatic, life-altering, mind-bending events. While that may be true for some, it will also be true that for many of you it will seem like any other day. Again, we remind you to go within and to feel what is different. Do you think that just because you do not see something with your physical eyes that it has not occurred? We have spoken this phrase over and over and over, dear ones, and we will speak it again to you now. Nothing outside of you can save you, nothing outside of you can change you. No book or person or thing or institution or event can do anything to you or for you that you have not previously decided will happen for you. There is no white knight, there is no savior in the sense that you have been taught to expect. There are energies and events that are lined up for you, however if you choose to refuse what is being offered, then that is your choice. Nobody can force you to eat at the buffet that has been laid out for you, but that doesn't mean that the buffet is not there. We feel our scribe now saying, huh? What does that even mean? We love to talk in circles, dear ones, and that is by design. The energetic patterns encoded in our words are best served by bringing you the same lessons over and over, knowing that you will pick up a different piece of it at each pass and will learn something new each time. What we are saying is this: what you may or may not see with your physical eyes is not a measure of your worthiness. What you may or may not experience is not a punishment or a reward. There is nothing outside of you that can change you if you have not decided to change on an internal level already. Just because you look to the skies and see the same thing that you saw yesterday doesn't mean anything is not different. What we mean is, feel it, dear ones. Go within and feel, feel, feel. Are you the same as you were a year ago? Are you the same as you were yesterday? So many of you are too caught up on seeing a physical manifestation before you to prove to you that something has changed. We have said it before and we will say it again. If you are waiting for someone or something to come and save you, we hope that you are comfortable. You are all divine beings with the power to create all that you desire now. You are not part of divine consciousness, you are divine consciousness. We are not prone to judge your choices, for we see all through the lens of love and acceptance. Yet we do see so many of you continuing to minimize your greatness and to continue to sit on the sidelines of your life, and it perplexes us. If not now, when? There is no moment other than now. There is no time other than now. It literally is now or never. If you decide that you are going to wait for the clouds to part and for the chariot of fire to come barreling down from the heavens, you will continue to wait. Align with the energies and allow them to shift within you now. Begin to create and to live the life you want to see now. As everything must align with the greatest and highest good for all upon earth at this time, the changes must be incremental and gradual. You have been locked in the limited perspective of 3D Earth for so long now that we cannot go from 0 to 60 overnight. We must gradually adjust the energies so that you can physically align with them in stages. We have spoken to you of how all is of a fractal nature and that it is all a microcosm of something else. As the collective expands and continues up the spiral, you will all have access to events and energies that are higher than those which you reside in now. When the lowest vibration on your planet reaches a certain point that is higher, it will raise the vibration of the highest point as well. Consider it as a sliding scale that moves as a unit. While you all have your own experiences, all of your experiences contribute to the overall experience. The shifts are happening to all of you at the same time, and yet the shifts that you experience individually are wholly your own. We cannot provide an experience that would be healthy for one and damaging for another. What happens for all on the planet at this time must be in a sense an average of what all are able to handle while still maintaining integrity within their physical, emotional, energetic and auric bodies. We are just as eager for the big changes and the big events as you are, yet when we speak of all being connected and the unity consciousness, this is part of that idea. What is good for one, must be good for all. The changes and events that you are all undergoing at this time have never been attempted or experienced in the history of the human race. It is truly a grand experiment, and while all is going well and all is going according to plan, it must be balanced delicately. Once the average has reached a certain point, then more can be revealed. Not a moment sooner. This is where your faith and trust come in. This is where your choice to begin to create that which you desire to see becomes so crucial. You have all that you require to begin to build your new reality at your disposal now. Your abilities to manifest and to release lower vibrations are at an all-time high. You are, as you have always been, more powerful than you have been allowed to believe. You now feel that within you. You must trust those new feelings. You must use those new tools. They are yours. You have remembered that you have them and now it is time to use them. We know that the information within this message has not been new for many of you. If you were to reread the previous messages we have delivered to our friend, our scribe, our brother, you would see that we have spoken of much of this before. Yet, we see the need to gently remind you and to nudge you to trust that which you feel. While you may not hear from us as often as you have dear ones, we are always here. We are always with you and beside you. Our love is unconditional and infinite. You have nothing to prove to be worthy of all that you desire. It is yours, it is yours, it is yours. At this point only you can deny it for yourself. Believe that you have it, and you do. In love and light we leave you. Rejoice. The Lighted Ones. Channeled by Andrew Martin. www.andrewmartinartist.com